Gefur maha a Rhinoisle agus Father Roiv. Hiat Shachten de Vanor. Welcome once again, and we're in the first week of September this week with tonight's radio programme Cuire Ceoil. Agus seo says Cushi sa clár. This is kind of an introduction to the artists and the kind of stuff that's in the programme, which you can listen back to for the next 6 weeks on the RT Radio na Gaeltachta player. Tá na links gléirgum an Ceoil padaroria.ie. You get all the links to both RT Radio na Gaeltachta's streaming site and to my own logs and all that stuff for tonight. Going back all the programmes. Erechma, an clár nocht, tá sé curtha timpeall dornán beag ceolthóirí, agus rud a bhain simúil héan 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hen dá tí ceir. Tá 7 tá héníag CD fadon. There's 11 collections or recordings, CDs in it altogether. And one little thing we've been doing in Radio na Gaeltachta recently, thanks to Anne Hensey, is keeping a kind of a little weather eye to the female-male balance in what we're broadcasting. It's usually in my programmes about 45 female to 55, 60 male. Ní fiocamídiad tuisgur fearnó benahan. We don't pick the items because they're men or women. We pick them because they're good pieces of music. That's the way I work anyway. And tonight, I just counted them there now, and there are 7 female artists and 4 male artists tonight. In the case of some of the females, they might be the leading artist in a band or a thing like that, like Mariad Niwenig. So, just simúil, tarlíonn sé mar sin uaireanta bíonn a bhailteán agus siad na firchun tosig. Ach, táim an uabrachas Radio na Gaeltachta mar tá siad creaile sport agus dí mar sin le mná mar trachtarí ionta sach. Radio na Gaeltachta is an all-Irish language station, and from the very beginning it had, for example, female sports commentators and so on. And in the staff, there's no such thing as all male engineers or whatever. They've been always mixed, which is the way Gaeltacht life kind of is and should be, where people don't kind of look at gender as being the driving decision-making choice thing, if you like. Right, so clár nocht. Thusníam an clár le Maeve Donnelly. I start the programme with Maeve Donnelly. Ceoltar an bhaithí sé Maeve Donnelly. Seo CD hamo timpeall, I think 2002 ha bhí lisadó. Agus tá sí seint, tá cúpla traci céile lena cara Pedro Lachlan. Maeve's produced many CDs since this one, and she did quite a bit of recording with Pedro Lachlan, Benach Dalish. But in this instance, she's on her own, even though Pedro's on a track or two, and I have 2 or 3 tracks of her tonight throughout the 2 hours. Maeve Donnelly. Now, an Avrani Nochta sé, Nan Tam Tamin de Burka o Connemara. This is my kind of house singer tonight, Nan Tam Tamin de Burka, a great Shannon singer from long tradition and so on. And Avrani, she's 2 songs. An Roisin Dovahake, an lagan o Connemara, a stanscobation lagan cart den fún a hen le Roisin Dovandan. An lagan ele, tá seanna chutíntach go háirithe tuisc in éidir chuig an 9 chuig 8 go chur maithir ceola se gcóin scanán me sé éire. Most people sing Roisin Dubh now to that air. Di-di-dum, di-di-dum. That was made very popular when my father set it to music for Misha Eyre in 58, 59. Whereas the version that she has, and that is in Connemara, I think was the original melody that went with that. Might be some people arguing about that, but however. Seo CD Anayas. This is a lovely CD, came out a year ago. Anya o Cunnell o Valley Vuig. Anya, her father is the famous Connie Conn, who composes and plays the fiddle. And Anya posted Francis O'Connor. She married a West Limerick man, Francis O'Connor, on the border between Limerick and Cork, North Cork, there. Wonderful place for music. So they play great music together, and indeed Francis has been known to throw a few notes into a tune as well and compose. Agus in Edinburgh, hug der machen CD show in the I bought the CD out last year. There's 18 tracks in it. Wonderful music. Music from her father and the late Dennis McMahon as well as lots from Slieve Rochra and that area of Limerick as well. So that they didn't come home till morning. There's a couple of CDs with the name kind of around that. That's the only thing that I'd be kind of worried about. But I have links on my website here. You see the name of the tune, the artist, and so on. The cover, the cover of the CD that I've used, and you see their website here. See? So if you go to those, you'll be able to track down if you're looking for a specific piece of music. Well, Nish Banele o Clown Ceoil Shaisha Angelina Carberry. You often heard her playing on the program with me with her father Peter Carberry, but they come from a big musical family up the west as well. And this is a lovely CD of hers as well. There's 14 tracks in it. August ta couple of track then the Hahira Shanton banjo. Her father usually we hear playing the accordion, but I have her on a track with him tonight playing the two of them playing banjo. Tasha and Vertigo and Yaslechele. So CD Sharad Anahimul in Laurish and Counter. Shitsa Baluchan Avran Macronacho Etnini Ulachan. Etnini Ulachan, she died very young, tragically. She was married to Donald O'Connor, the fiddle player, and Jerry O'Connor, the fiddle player, Jerry Banjo, also with Jerry Fiddle. And then they have a strong family of musicians, Donald and the rest of them, sons and so on. But Edna was unusual in that she was a composer. And people would know her family, her sister and so on. But Edna, on CD show, she macha show, Sullivan she boss, before she died, she had the recordings more or less complete. And it was published posthumously. And they're Avrain Macaronachit, they're bilingual songs, most of them. That's Lahasgang is Lahasbela, half in English, half in Irish. Agus is minnig gymreagnian an lagan beerle an lagan gaelinge. Uliscut yn Shandinis o di marsin. Ach na Havranchas, Avran noaim siachid galir viog na vorsa. Taga Avran and son the etnini olachain. Alton glawn nive, Paisin Glen Schnee an CD Rimishin Counter na gestochen og bij de gachion sheer. Maar het ni voenig agus na lads. Martin Tourisher, I think best in Kid CD of Martin Law. This is as usual, as you'd expect from Alton, very polished CD and very musical CD. So a couple of tracks listen there. They're the kind of the house band tonight. So Chamala Shin ta Ena O'Cronin agus Ceoil Arson the P behug she on CD show hug shemach beder 8-7 bliana hin. Now an rod simúl meller óin is ó racharne ach an rod mer nach vuig she an baunor shanna riede kere bliana hin dun peep agus ar 9 tan comórta sinán a reached in Ishimlina 2020. So Ian O'Cronin won the gold medal, the Shanna Riede gold medal for pipes the last time it was run 4 years ago. And the 4-year cycle is up now, so it's in play again now, the gold medals. There's 2 this year, 1 for harp and 1 for pipes. So anyone interested should be applying now because the closing date is the last Friday of September. 5 pieces of music unaccompanied, which you load up on the website Cuire. So CD Elita Anahimoli Shan Count Shaw, Michael Sheehy, The Cat's Rambles. Now, another Michael Sheehy, the Ruguga Manachin, Agus the Togun Sune, a Honda Satira Ahira, Liv Locher. So, Michael was born in Manchester and reared there, but his family is from this side of the world, and he taught him all his music. And Michael grew up in a house full of music then. And this is a wonderful CD. He plays piano accordion, and it's 17 tracks in it. But the interesting thing, like lots of people that emigrated in the 30s and 40s from the Gaeltacht, they're Irish. They have their Irish all the time, whether in America or Canada or England or wherever. But their Irish quite often is a lot more true or cleaner, more like the original in their time, because it never got fertilized with modernization, if you like, with new vocabulary drifting in and new styles of speech and so on. So one interesting thing about Michael Sheehy is that he's lots of slides and polkas that he got from the previous generation, and he makes a great fist of them on the piano accordion. You wouldn't notice a piano accordion unless you were told so. That's the Cat's Rambles. He has his own website too. CD Simula Shasha Gumarer Avad. This is Zoe Conway and her husband, John McIntyre, a guitar player, very good guitar player. So Zoe, Shine Zoe Gahain says Ceoil. She plays all kinds of music. She's a very accomplished violin player, fiddle player, whatever you like. And some years ago, she had this idea of asking 12 composers, or whatever you like to call composers, to compose 12 tunes for her in the Irish idiom. So they did. There was Liz Carlin, Steve Cooney, and Frankie Gavin and Andy Irvine and Charlie Lennon and Donald Lunny and Martin O'Connor and Peadar O'Yod and Micheál O'Sullivan Benach Dalish and Tommy Peoples Benach Dalish and Niall Valley and Bill Whelan. So it's an interesting kind of a collection, 12 tunes. I've stuck on 2 in the programme tonight because I think she should be supported, that kind of thing. Again, she has her own website. And finally, this is an album by Tommy Geehan, the Torn Jacket, he called it. Now, the Torn Jacket was a tune originally composed by Connie Connell, and that's why I'm kind of tying things up. Tommy's a good flute player, and there's 15 tracks in this fine flute playing. There's 2 of his tracks in the program. So, Shnan Clarnocht, Camera, Tommy de Istach go mí man ornish agus tá birsan air. Was it grave on 4 Huing. We're into September here now, and in this part of the world, there's a little pinch in the wind, and the blackberries are out for a while, but they're not really big, black, juicy blackberries. They're kind of a little bit wizened with all the rain and then the little bit of cold. So it is heading into winter. The days are getting shorter, and you'll be thinking about putting down a fire. So, I hope you like the programme. Just to Kurguina this Nadine Italian, my patron, those of you that are with me in Patreon, I'll be playing a new piano piece this weekend in the COVID series. I've already, and I have another thing that I'll be passing out to you too, which is a bit of a performance for the Cultural Night on the 15th September, but I'll give you a little preview of it. Gurmahagav, Gudin Shakchachoy, Slam Bill.